The Tape Never Lies Network.
The tape never lies.
Tape never lies.
Starts now.
The tape never lies.
What's up, everybody? Yo, you guys have been asking for it. We are back. Better than ever. Unfiltered, uncensored, the good and the bad, each and every week, right here on the Tape Never Lies Network with me, your boy, Draft Dr. Phil. That's right. What a game to swallow. The struggles on offense were very apparent, even on the first play. Every week here on the Tape Never Lies. Every week we start off with the first play of the game, and you see the Colts defensive line is firing out and moving the line of scrimmage backwards. That's what you're seeing here. Center Cody Whitehair standing up, too tall. Leno, the walrus, right on the first play. Look at him fall down, become speed bump Charlie. Just jump over that guy. Backside cutback, good feel by David Montgomery. And again, this is going to be a running theme. The walrus with Jimmy Graham. He's got to do a better job there. Here we go, second play. Action game, mesh point, dash pass. Hit that curl on the outside, on the run. Delivers it on time. Watch it from behind. Square, mesh. I want to see a better mesh. Then square your shoulders and throw the football to the anticipated spot. And he delivers it here early on second down. The running theme of Matt Nagy has been gimmicky and personnel usage. All of this we've documented on Keeping It 100 and our previous shows. Gimmicks, not having a sense. And if you could see, the hole is to the outside of Daniel's butt cheek, inside of Cody Whitehair, and inside of Charles falling to the ground every play. I've never seen a lineman or a tackle on the ground more. Show me that score, every PFF. Play, there seems to be a breakdown on the offensive line, and Juan Castillo better be up at the board coaching them up. Here's James Daniels. Make the block physical. Why are we going to the goddamn ground with this walrus technique? It's too much. Be physical. And you got a big play there. Off action, throwback screen. Leno, you are not so a good enough fake by Nick Foles. But you see, if Daniels hits it, a guy like Patterson who can get started, and look at Whitehair. That's awful. Awful, guys. It's patty cake blocks. And then you wonder why you lose. You got to call it both ways. You got to be fair. That's pass interference every day, all day. You're going to call it on Kyle Fuller. You need to call it on the Colts. Here it is. Look at him. There's contact. He's over his back. He's in his whole body. There's no way that is not called based on the calls that you've already made in this game. And that's just a showcase of unfairness. Now, this is coaching. You know, people want to tell me, well, Coach Nagy's learning. Here, your defense is putting pressure. Robert Quinn, great job. Look at Roy Robertson Harris. This is their first play here. And you're going to see them work in unison and frustrate Phillip Rivers. Roy Robb gives chase, dives, makes a sack. Guess what? Matt Nagy accepts the penalty. So now you punish your team twice. You give them another down without the loss, and you take away the sack from Roy Robb. Now look at this. Akeem Hicks fighting through Quentin Nelson. Mr. Hype Boy. Holding, grabbing, getting destroyed by Akeem Hicks. Has to cheat, hold. No Hicks flag. Gets the shot, and no flag. Johnson's got to hustle to the football. I couldn't understand that play. It was awful. Back to the offense, giving you a little defense and offense. Here's Nick Foles going to his third read in the progression, actually fourth read. Check, come back and deliver the football. Gets it to the receiver. Just want you to see it as he's steady in the pocket. and delivers the football on time. These are the things you want to see. Go through the progressions, living in the pocket, trust the pocket. Great job by Affetti, locking those arms out. Here we go with an RPO. He's going to move Montgomery to the other side, recognizing the mismatch, but he gets the ball tipped. Great concentration. Sometimes I think they're just too ready to rush into these throws. You saw it with Mitch. You're seeing the same thing here with Nick Foles. He's rushing. Let the RPO develop. Watch Jimmy Graham going to get open, but instead throws it there. Look at Allen Robinson showcase those great hands and focus. Ryan Pace, I mean, come on. Again, a big issue here is Patterson. He doesn't see it. It is again. See the hole there, the crease? We talked about it on Keeping It 100 this week. Give me 18 inches, Gale Sayers would say. See the hole right there? It's on the backside butt of Komet, who does a great job getting low. You got to fly through there. That's why having a gimmicky guy that's not he finally gets there, but he's not the running back. He's not. He's a situational player. Here we go. They miscall the protection. See? Now, Bob, they're going to fan protect to the right, and no one's there, and that allows the free rush. Nick sees it and throws it out. Now he comes back to it again. He's trying to do a three-step game here and deliver the football outside those numbers. You can see on a three-step, you're seeing pressure up the middle from Affetti, but you got to step into this. And he does deliver an accurate ball. The defensive back makes a great play on it. Listen to me every week. The difference between winning and losing is catching and dropping the football. Look at our guy here. Marcavius Mingo gets his hand on it. Khalil Mack has the presence of mind to see it, redirect, and get under it. You cannot drop that football. That is the difference in momentum and the tides changing in the whole game. I know Khalil is better than that, but he's got to catch that. Here we go. Boot action off the zone stretch. This is what you need to be doing. This is what you guys do well. Stay under center, Matt. Run the boot game. Get those tight ends involved. Play two tight ends and get it off and get that leverage and deliver. You could see the good mesh gives it the presence. Those guys false step. You get the leverage with Demetrius Harris. See it? Grid route. Want to see him get further up the field, but that was exactly what you need to do. Here we go. 3rd and short. They give it to David Montgomery. And guess what? There's nothing there, but he decides to drive his legs. The offensive line continues to fire out. Your white hair is way too high, standing up. Look at the nose guard throw him off, but look at James Daniels driving, helping David Montgomery, who gets skinny. Look at him right in the face of the freaking nose guard. If white hair stays low, you gotta do a better job, Cody. You're much better. Look at Leno. It's a disgrace. What isn't a disgrace is Bears Hour Live after every Bears game.
It's the best Chicago Bears post-game show on the planet. Bar none. It's Bears Hour Live immediately after each and every Bears game. With host Shayne, the smartest man, and draft Dr. Phil Otoshan. Every Sunday, Monday, or Thursday, immediately after Bears games. Your guys, Draft Dr. Phil and Shayne Marsaw are live on Bears Hour Live. Subscribe to the show via the Tape Never Lies Network, which can be found on YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch. Bears Hour Live.
Started off BHL and then the game. Guys, you gotta subscribe to Bears Hour Live and subscribe to the network. Some of you are just watching, not subscribing. You're gonna miss out on the upcoming patronage and other stuff that we have planned. Action game, you saw it's got to dump it in the dirt. Here we go again. Not driving off the ball is forcing us inside. David Montgomery gets skinny and gets as much as he can. Here's Nick Foles throwing all out of the well, way too high. feeling the pressure in the pocket is not an excuse. You got to step into it like you did and deliver the strike. He's thrown too high here and outside of the reach of Darnell Mooney. Gotta be better. Well, I talked about Coach Nagy having a Greek diner menu of plays. Here he is out of the I formation, throwing the deep ball down the field, hitting Darnell Mooney, who's growing up before our eyes. Hopefully, he's good to go tonight, Thursday night, or tomorrow night, whenever you're watching this, to play against the Tampa Bay Bucks. But look at the young receiver. Look at the double tap of the ball by Foles, but he drops a dime right in there. Mooney makes a big play. You love to see that. Then after going 3 tight ends and trying to run the ball, they go I formation again and go action off of it again. And look at him hit. I don't know why Allen Robinson's jumping in the air on this play, but watch him check to the play. Understands what the defense is giving him, gets a good fake. You want to put that hand in there, get a fake, over the top delivery. Beautiful anticipation on this ball. There's no reason Allen Robinson's jumping there. If Anthony Miller wants to be special, he's got to be able to make plays where quickness and anticipating runs with toughness are critical. Now watch, he gets it here, and you got to play. He delays. He's got to get upfield and read the outside. Block. Instead, that little hesitation, that slight delay forces it. You got to know that if you threaten them upfield, you're going to get shoulders square and set up your blocks much better. He doesn't do that. Here, off action, then he dumps it down. Now, this is why he's got to be on the field every down, coach, because he can catch the ball and he has shoulders square and the ability to make people miss. How many times do I got to say this? I mean, it's so disgusting. Look at Leno allowing pressure. I mean, look at the technique here, or lack thereof. And then look at David Montgomery do work. He and Allen Robinson are your 2 best offensive weapons. And then Jimmy Graham. You need to have those 3 on the football field. Sees it, dumps it down to Montgomery again. I want him to go to Cole Kmet here. He dumps it down. That's okay. Either or. It's a choice route. Give it to him. Let him break a tackle. You're moving forward. Now Nick Foles. Drop it back to Pat. This is a leverage concept. He's throwing behind the man. I think he sees that corner playing outside leverage. You got to deliver that football. I think he just anticipated that corner jumping it, throws to the backside, but you really got to be able to hit. You see the double tap here? Something I want you to see with Foles that you got to be careful of. DBs get acclimated to that. Here they go. Zone stretch. It doesn't get there. Once again, your center not doing the best job. Obviously, backside. There's Leno gets to finally chop somebody down. This is a hallmark moment. White hair standing straight up. Guard gets to the second level. Getting to the second level. Shy City Sports every week. Keeping it 100 Wednesday nights. We had such a great show this past Wednesday. Breaking it all down. Hopefully you join us every Wednesday night. No one gimmicks work when you actually can run the football and you've actually ran a successful toss play, they'll work. But because you haven't, other teams scout just like we do, and they understand what you're doing. Now look at Leno. He can't even get out to the level to get the guy. He clips him. He actually hurts their best inside backer by an accident. And the play is completely stuffed. It's this terrible play, terrible time to call the play, and it's a continuous Matt Nagy issue, as well as having those players out there starting is a Nagy issue. Unless Pace is calling the shots. Here, calling the shots is the referee. And I want you to see, it's very close. This was the wrong call on Sunday. It's the wrong call now. And it continues to be wrong calls. The refs got to get it right. Now here, it's big. James Daniels, my boy, who's been playing really well, is getting abused by Buckner, who had a hell of a football game. Let's just keep it 100. But that is all Buckner. That is not Daniels. That's Daniels jumping on late. The referee is such a fraud to pick up this call in the first place. It is atrocious that happened. And then Cordero, catch the ball. That's what you're here to do. In a game where everything seems to be going wrong, the worst players kind of show themselves for who they truly are. Right out the half, Charles Leno lets up a sack. He lets him right inside of him, ushers him like he's at the movie theater. Here's your seat. Go ahead, sir. It's a very good seat. It's front row. Just take our quarterback. Backed up in your own end. Action fake. Deliver to Jimmy Graham, who clearly is one of your best weapons here. These are the things you're going to have to start doing and getting involved early instead of late. The quick game needs to happen sooner, and getting the ball to Jimmy Graham and running the football are going to be key in beating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You're going to have to rely on your big-time playmakers, and that's Graham. Look at his athleticism here. Off the mesh, deliver the football, jumps over him. You'll have to see that. This next play at least 15, 20 times now. And I don't know if it looks to me that Darnell Mooney needs to be running straight on the numbers. That's where Nick seems to be throwing. The center, Cody Whitehair, on a pass off from Affetti, has got to be lower. Again, he played so high this game. That affects the trajectory, but Nick steps into it. And he's throwing to those numbers. Mooney is bending his route in. So this is something that only they know. My opinion, though, is that it was going to the numbers, and that one's on Mooney. As good as Jimmy Graham has been, you gotta be able to block this, Jimmy, on a bubble screen. See him miss. Otherwise, you get a crease there, and you never know what's gonna happen. In a game of inches, you gotta get it to the... You gotta do your best to block. Here's Bobby Massey doing the walrus now. So, we've had a bunch of walruses happen today. And look at David Montgomery. People are going to be hard on him. Why? Because they don't know football. Here, Nick Foles in the pocket. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks for one. Comes back to his second and third read. And finds Anthony Miller here. And this dude, Anthony Miller, finds the hole in the zone. See him square up and double catches it. This mental game that's going on in this kid's head is very concerning. And as a coach, Coach Fury, you need to be able to check this kid and make sure. As you can see, Foles is about to go here. Nope. Second read. Nope. Third read. Gets it to him. He double catches. Looking to get hit. Can't have that when you're worried about the struggling. Hit. Yes, he caught it. Make it a catch. Am I being hard? Absolutely not. Riley Ridley should be... If you're going to run the ball, everybody's got to work in unison to make it happen for you. Jimmy Graham's got to do a better job than that. Can't just be happy to try to get him down on the ground. Square up and get him down on the ground. Then the whole play and the Indianapolis defense hustles to the football. They swarm the ball and they stuff the play. Here we go. This one's on Foles. We're going to go dash pass, and I want you to see. He's going outside. He's keeping his head strong, but he throws to the wrong guy and off kilter. Right now, as a coach, you know you snap your head to the drag and get it to the tight end who's wide open, Demetrius Harris. Let's watch it from the coach's angle. Right now, Nick's got to snap his head, look for that drag. He sends the play outside the pocket and tries to loft the ball, and there's not enough field to go to. You see this all the time. You get to this point, you get to the hash, he looked, he peeked at him, see it square, get it to the drag. He throws it there, and it's too far out. We needed that first down there. That was third down play. There he is. It was off. Matt Nagy. Gotta be the smartest man in the room, I guess. You don't put your receiver that's not an instinctive runner, who runs high, has no feel for holes and reading them instinctively in the game in this critical situation where your offensive line, again, Cody standing up too high. It's just infuriating. And then to hear the coach admit that this is 2 down territory for him. You should know your right personnel is to have David Montgomery, who you've seen in this situation, get 2 yards out of nothing. Instead, you lose out. Every possession counts. And Nagy just tossing it around. Speaking of tossing it around, look at Charles Leno again. Speed bump Charlie. Mr. Walrus himself. Whatever you want to call him. He just can't do it. I don't know any offensive line coach that thinks that's acceptable. Here's Anthony Miller again. Remember, he double caught? Now he drops. He's worried about the hit again. Watch his head. Get around that window, open it up, and you reaching for the ball and you're dropping it. Another guy that continuously gets chances. You're pulling Mitch Trubisky out of the game, but you're not pulling the left tackle and Anthony Miller. It's ridiculous, this kind of play and these kind of decisions. That's got to be caught. No excuse. No excuse at all, but here we are in pressure situation, down in the game. Now we're going down the field. Look at this play. This is 4th down. 4th down and 2. Go empty set. And they're going to throw deep down the football field. This is Matt Nagy's offensive identity. It's the identity of confusion. You're lucky here. Look at Charles Leno again, falling down, just getting thrown down. You think I make this up? This is your left tackle that they're watching on tape every week. You're trying to run your offense. The most critical play, a 4th down play. It's unbelievable. Now look at him here. You think that's a hold on a screen? He wraps up the guy. Again, Juan. Again, Matt. Ryan. Something's wrong here. Something stinks. Here, Nick, you can't throw that screen. Sloppy football. Almost gets intercepted. Here they go try to run a draw. And again, one guy, Fetty, going up against the defensive lineman. Can't maintain his block. Gets a piece of him. And there's always somebody in place to make a play. I don't know if Mooney's supposed to block him, but there's someone there. Look at why you give this kid the football. Play shut down. This is the 3rd and 2. 2.5. He finds the backside, and look at Cole Kmet. We talked about Jimmy not making that block. Look at Kmet. Makes the block, defeats the player, gets him on the ground, and thus that allows the running back to feel the cut backside and get the first down. That's a big play. He's double caught. He's dropped. Here it is in the 4th quarter, and he's coming across the middle in a close game, and the ball hits him in the hands, and the same concepts of finding that opening behind that window, and it hits him right in the hands. I don't want to hear it. Catch the ball. Catch the football. I would tell every player I had, there's no excuse. 6 inches. I know Foles took the blame. Nagy. Catch the football. That's your job. Now, if you don't catch it, show some goddamn effort running after the guy who did intercept it. Instead, you're trotting out there. Speaking of trotting, here, my boy Tashawn Gibson goes inside, and Danny T does not read it right. You see that guard pull, Mr. He's the world. You got to get outside. This is not scraping over the top. Now I know Gibson does the wrong thing. You have contained. He goes right inside, makes everything easy. And these guys are trying to run out the clock to win the football game. Danny T showing his lack of speed right here. And I know Phillip Rivers running his mouth, but like we said on Keeping It 100, Roquan Smith played a whale of a game. And another whale of a game is this guy, my bear up this week. Look at him. I had to show him here going up against Mr. Everything again, beating him inside, back door. I'm sorry, Quentin. I'm sorry, you're not all world. That's just a rumor. I go with the tape. Don't lie. Here's Nick Foles threading the needle. You gotta get this guy involved in the offense early, especially if you're not running the football well. Jimmy Graham sets it all up. Now, look at this guy who needs to get paid. Ryan Pace. Pay the man. Look at Whitehair get beat again. He had a horrible game. And really, the reason why you struggled is Nick Foles. Buckner's right in his face. He delivers a strike. Allen Robinson just going up and catching the football and being a man. Here he is again. Jimmy Graham in traffic. Turning. Leverage route. Turns up the football field. Look at that ball. Right on time. Beautiful, accurate football playing pass there to Jimmy Graham as the Bears are going no huddle and having success. I don't care what you could see. They're playing man-to-man here. And here they're hitting the receiver in stride. Now it's Allen Robinson. He doesn't drop the football. He gets it, continues upfield, and holds on to the football. Look, he gets around the linebacker, and he comes into the window. Charles Leno again allowing that pressure on the backside. It never ceases to amaze me. He finds that opening in there, makes the play, waits for the football, catches it. He's a consummate professional, Allen Robinson is. And he maintains control with the backside strip. It's just great. Then we get to this play here to Allen Robinson. It's just money. Money in the bank. You got that money in the bank. Look at him go up. Bring that ball down at the highest point. Great ball. Keep it in play. Allow your receiver to make a play on it. Let your playmakers make plays. That's what this game is all about. Allowing your playmakers to make plays. Give your quarterback protection. Run the football. Great catch here by Allen Robinson, who really showed himself and why the Bears need to get him under contract. And then to finish out the game, the Bears have not had a rushing touchdown all season. That is on the coach, in my opinion. Leno, I mean, you're lucky James Daniels does a hell of a job here. Watch. Just watch Leno. You get your head across his face, son. This is about the game and winning. Lazy. Awful. The fact that Daniels is square with a flat back drive and gets in the way. But don't get in the way of subscribing to the Tape Never Lies Network with your boy Draft Dr. Phil. The Tape Never Lies Network. Subscribe to the channel. You gotta love it. Every week you subscribe. We got a move to patronage, Bears Hour Live, the post-game show, and so much more that we're going to be bringing to you guys on this network.
The Tape Never Lies Network.
If you think Khalil Mack is fucking rated, go to another network.
Bears Hour Live immediately after the Bucs-Bears game, late in the evening. Join me and my partner Shayne. Thanks for watching and tuning in to this week's Draft Dr. Phil's The Tape Never Lies. Every week, it's right here on this YouTube channel. And as we go forward, every Wednesday night, keeping it 100, and so much more on the Tape Never Lies Network.